Hello, I'm Mr. Thomas, and the PowerPoint presentation you're going to see in a moment is all about health and social care and the course which we run in the sixth form, which is a Btec National. Thank you. Why study this qualification? Well, this qualification is for all students who really want to go on and either work or study at a higher level, in university for example, in either of the main three sectors, which is health, social care or early year settings. So it should provide and will provide a breadth of knowledge, understanding and the skills necessary to work in either of those sectors or to study at a high level. It will provide them with experience of working within some of the three sectors through the work experience placements if we're able to get into them, which at the moment due to COVID is a bit of an issue, but if later on we are able to do this, then obviously we will do. It will also provide students with a level 3 qualifications to support further their studies at higher further education, and it help them to develop their independent study skills, which nationals are very good at doing in terms of their ability to analyse and evaluate and their ability to apply their knowledge to practical real-world situations. As we said, it's also good for encouraging children and students to work in employment, and this course is also beneficial because it's both examined and also has a coursework element as well, so it will suit pupils who are either good at exams or good at coursework and conversely not good at either of those. So the level at which it is being studied is called the extended certificates. As I said already, it's equivalent to 1A level, and there are 4 units, 3 of which are mandatory we have to do. That leaves 1 which we can choose, and also 2 of them are also externally assessed, which means they are examined units. So the 4 units are as follows. Unit 1, Human Life and Development. Unit 2, Working in Health and Social Care. These 2 are the examined units, and then the 2 coursework units are Meeting Individual Care and Support Needs and Supporting Individuals with Additional Needs. In Year 12, we're going to be studying Unit 1 and Unit 5, and in Year 13, we'll be studying Unit 2 and Unit 12. So Unit 1, Human Lifespan and Development. As you can see on the slide, we're talking about understanding, knowledge, analysis, evaluation, and all those high level skills that we go through, and this is a core theme through all of the 4 units. Okay, we'll be looking at the physical, the intellectual, the emotional and social development through the human lifespan, so the pies as they're called, and also looking at the factors which affect human growth and development and the effects of aging. We'll also be looking at the information that relates to human development in terms of theories and the models and different factors which affect them. And this also, whilst we're on the subject, links well with other subjects such as psychology, for example, where a lot of the subject matter is mirrored. But obviously in psychology they go into far more depth. And then finally we'll be looking at the effects of aging in this unit as well. In Unit 2, this was looking at working in health and social care in terms of the different types of jobs and roles which you can have. So again, knowledge, understanding, analysis, evaluation, and we're looking at the service users' needs, the roles and responsibilities of care workers, and the various different working practices within those jobs. So the roles, responsibilities, the structures of the organisations, how they're monitored and regulated, and how you would work in a multidisciplinary and multi-agency approach in order to make sure that you meet the needs of service users as best you can. Unit 5. This is meeting individual care and support needs, and again the same process of looking at the principles, the values and skills, this time bringing in ethical issues and how we can overcome challenges, how we can deal with discrimination, and again the roles of the professionals. And this whole unit is all about meeting and supporting needs of individuals. And finally, similarly, Unit 12, which we'll study in Year 13, we'll be looking at examining the reasons why individuals may experience additional needs and how those needs can be met and how challenges can be overcome in daily living. And without the additional needs that individuals might have. And finally, studying the current practices which you'll find in workplaces with regards to these needs. So, what will a successful candidate need to be able to do? It's the same as you'll find with all other subjects at A-level. They need to be able to work independently in a focused and determined manner. We expect full attendance to all lessons. We expect pupils to meet deadlines, especially where we're dealing with coursework, where if they don't meet deadlines, they'll soon start to drown in the work which is continuing to come in. Where we can do work experience, it's very good at gaining extra marks because what we study in the classroom, they can apply to their coursework, to their work experience, and vice versa. What else? Well, we expect people to get involved, especially in the discussion works, because that can be very beneficial to them. They need to pay close attention to the assessment criteria, especially the key words like analyse, evaluate, assess, justify. They must make sure that they're hitting those key words. They are very crucial. And obviously striving to attain the highest level that they possibly can and to use their in-depth evaluative skills. And obviously also to read around the subject matter and to apply secondary sources to the work to show that they have a broader grasp of the subject matter. So, there used to be 3 levels. There used to be pass, merit and distinction. But the board recognised that some pupils aren't too good with exams, so they tried to give pupils an extra help here. So that they introduced another level of pass, which is called the near pass, which is at the lower level. It doesn't demerit the whole process, but it does give pupils a chance to succeed in the subject, as we said, who aren't necessarily good at exams. And overall, there would still be a balancing of grades overall, so that the overall grade for the course has not been watered down at all. So, as we talked before, keywords. So at a pass level, these will be simply things like describe, explain, summarise, that sort of task. At merit, it's at the higher level, so we're looking at things like assess, discuss, review, analyse, apply. And at the highest level distinction, we're talking about things like evaluate, justify, make recommendations, and where you're evaluating, looking at strengths and weaknesses, obviously. So, what's it worth? Well, it's worth similarly the same kind of grades that you'd find at A level, where you get UCAS points given, and as you can see on the screen, they are the UCAS points given for this level of course. Work experience, as we said, we would normally expect it to be about half a day per week or a day per fortnight, but at the moment obviously we can't go into care bases due to COVID-19. But if this situation does resolve itself in the next year and a half, then we will be able to do some work experience, but we'll just have to wait and see on that one. So, what other subjects are complementary in the sixth form in terms of health and social care? As we've mentioned already, a really good one is psychology. So lots of pupils go on to become students in both psychology and health and social care. But we also have students who are also taking sociology, biology, English lit, in the likes of PE, art and photography in the past. Right, and there's a couple of links you might want to have a look at in terms of the qualifications and the boards which we use, which is Btec. Finally, thank you for listening. If you want any other further information, you can contact me at that email address below. There is a web page also on Google Classroom. You can have a look at there as well. And also any pupil can come and see me down at the ITB office. Thank you very much for listening.